What's going on, guys? It's your boy RandomGuyKev, and this is the Airsoft Report, your bi-weekly discussion on things happening in the community relating to events, sales, news, product, drama, YouTube, and all that random goodness that is Airsoft. The Airsoft Report is sponsored by High Power Airsoft, the best BB that's truly enhanced bio. And don't forget to check out airsoftgi.com and use the code RGK for 5% off your order. If you like the information being provided, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Information in this video will be available on Spotify, YouTube Music, and Apple Podcasts. If you are listening to this audio version of this and want to watch it, you can search RandomGuyKev on YouTube. Timestamps are provided below, so if you wish to skip ahead, please do so. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. What's the deal? Airsoft GI has the 900K sub mystery box available right now. Visit airsoftgi.com for more information. Airsoft Station, they're giving away the EMG Sharp Brothers licensed M4 on their website. Check out airsoftStation.com for more information. Fox Airsoft, they're giving away the A&K Full Metal M60 machine gun. For more information on that, check out foxairsoft.com. What's happening in the industry? KWA has pre-orders for their limited edition ATP GT available currently. So head over to KWA's website to grab yours now before it's gone. Upcoming events and competitions. Events and competitions are subject to change, so check with your local event producer for more information. August 23rd to the 25th, data events, Lightning Siege in Indiana. August 23rd, 25th, line calls, Operation Thunderdome 5 in North Carolina. August 24th and 25th, Gun Gamers Production, the Skidget Underworld in Pennsylvania. August 31st and September 1st, Milsom West, the Darrell Breach in Pennsylvania. August 31st and September 1st, American Milsom, Copperhead 9 in New Mexico. Some competitions that are happening, NSL's U.S. Eastern Conference Seating Event 3 at Extreme Airsoft in Rhode Island, August 31st and September 1st. NSL's Western Conference Seating Event 3 at Sac County in California, September 7th and 8th. So let's get into our topic. So this one, you guys, I love when you guys answer these questions that I put on my Instagram, because it's always interesting responses that I get back. So what prevents you from trying any other replica outside of an M4? Yes, I feel like I've did something close to this before, where it's like, hey, can we try something else besides an M4 to give people like to stay in Airsoft, or kind of like get what they like. But at the same time, M4s are just like the thing that works for everybody. Just get an M4. As long as you have one M4, you're good. That's how I feel. Get one M4. That's just like a backup. If you don't want to stick with an M4, get an M4 just to say you have an M4, because every brand is going to make an M4 of something. So might as well just get an M4 just to say you have it. Here's a couple responses off of that. What prevents you from trying anything else outside of an M4? This one, lack of variety. A lot of brands make a lot of the same stuff. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to AK shotguns, PCC style rifles, SMGs, sometimes it tends to be the same thing. But again, it's the same thing for M4s. M4s are all the same thing, 9 times out of 10. Buying new mags, that's literally it. People hate buying new mags. Mags are expensive. Mags tend to be expensive. Sometimes you end up spending like $50 per mag, which sucks. I like how some brands are offering like 2 mags instead of one. Instead of like a high cap mag, they'll add 2 mid cap mags, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. I know Specna does it. I know Arcturus does it sometime. Specna doesn't do it all the time. They do it sometimes. Arcturus does it sometime. I think E&L does it sometime. And that's all I can think of. Everyone else has like just uses high cap mag and keep it moving. I don't like using high caps all the time. Reliability. Yeah, I mean, M4s have the same, essentially the same like blueprint, but aesthetically they look different. Some internally look different, are different as well. But again, it depends who you go with. Proprietary parts. You know what? I'm 50-50 on proprietary parts, because it's like you asking Apple to make proprietary parts that fit, an Android device. And it's like, nah, not really. We're going to stick to what we know and what makes us different from everybody else. So yes, it's cool that certain companies have proprietary parts and they're like different. But at the same time, like when you try to find aftermarket parts for it, you can't find it, which sucks. And you would hope that that company would make additional parts, like replacement parts, but sometimes they don't even do that. They hope that a third party picks up on it and creates those parts. I mean, again, this is what Apple does. Apple creates it and allows third parties to make whatever they want for it and go from there. That's kind of how some airsoft companies think, where it's like, hey, we make it, we're opening up the lane for anybody else to create third party parts for it. And some people are good with that, doing 3D printing and all that stuff. Just like I said, performance and aftermarket parts, along with mags being a coin toss quality as far as feeding goes. Yeah, I mean, again, it's like 50-50. If not, like, I feel like you know what works and what doesn't after using something that works. Like, you have an M4 that works, cool. You go to another company that has an M4 and it's like, that's not the best. But then you go to, it's the same thing with M4 and then you go to an AK. Okay, I can feel the difference internally, and like when I'm shooting, using these type of BBs or using these type of BBs, this works for me or it doesn't work for me, and you kind of take it from there. Some people love using AKs. Nothing. I love my ASVAL and AKs. Some people don't use M4s at all. I know some people that don't use M4s at all. They don't care for M4s. They'd rather use an AK or an SMG and keep it pushing. Lack of aftermarket parts and support. I think a lot of people don't realize, like, a lot of companies do not have aftermarket parts and support. You can call them, you can be within warranty. Hey, like, do you have extra part for this? Or do you have extra part for this? And a lot of times they don't have extra parts. It's like, hey, you gotta buy a whole new gun. And that sucks. I know probably one company that I can think of that's good on, like, if you contact them, if you contact their customer support and, like, say your mag goes bad or like you're missing, you need an extra part, you can call them and they'll probably send you that product for free. And that's Elite Force. I've heard so many stories of people contacting their support and they're like, hey, my mag doesn't work, or like, hey, this nozzle broke or something happened. And 9 times out of 10, Elite Force just send them that product for free with like some extra goodies. And that's why I tell people, like, yo, I'm not support. Contact support and see what you can get. And I'm always curious to know people's experience. And I always ask them, like, how was your experience contacting support after I directed you to them? And they're just like, oh, it's either good or it's bad. And again, I customer support is 50-50 with these companies right now. It's like, they'll either help you or they won't help you. Or they're like, just buy a new gun. And it's like, bro, come on, I just got this. Like, and sometimes some of them hold up to their warranty, others do not. Of course, if you take out the orange tip, you void your warranty. But like, some of them are just like, oh, okay, you bought it within the last 30 days. Oh, you took off the orange tip, it's high, cool. Like, I'll just send you something else to fix it. I mean, try and let me know your experiences with customer support, customer service for all these brands. Let me know, because I've yet to hear like really a lot of good things in regards to support. The only one so far I've heard good support from is KWA, Elite Force, and that's it. Everybody else that has contacted like a customer support, even when it comes to a retailer, it's like 50-50 on getting like support parts or just support in general. And I tell people, go to the company you bought it from first, the retailer, and then go up to the manufacturer. Because going to the retailer, 9 times out of 10, the retailer can help you 2.5 seconds. If the retailer can't help you, that's also a problem, because 9 times out of 10, they don't want to keep your business if they don't want to help you. I mean, but if it's past like 2 years, 3 years that you've had the gun and you purchased it from there, come on. You gotta be reasonable. Gotta be a little bit reasonable. Some people get super mad. Hey, I bought this here so long ago and you guys should be helping me. Bruh, relax. And some retailers, I know they will help. Okay, like, I'll give it to our tech so our tech can fix it and kind of take it from there. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on support when it comes to Airsoft. If you've had good customer support, if you haven't had good customer, I've talked about this before, and I'm always curious to see if something changes every 6 months to a year. Like, hey, is customer support updated or not? Some other stuff. Again, access to replacement parts, both internal and external. That's the thing. It's like that aftermarket support. Like if aftermarket parts, that's probably the one thing a lot of people care about, because things wear and tear. So after a while, even me, like my guns, like if there's wear and tear, I'm giving it to a tech. Let's upgrade it. I use my guns stock as much as possible before I have to upgrade it. And once that's stock and it's broken, then it's like, all right, let's figure it out. Let me give it to a tech to figure it out and do necessary upgrades. I let a bunch of people run my gun, so I want it to break. I want the gun to break internally so I could see like how long it actually lasts and if it still works. I have a bunch of guns that are still stock that still work even after passing so many hands. They still work. Having to spend more money on mags for it. AKs though are pretty easy on the wallet. Again, like mags, I mean, M4 mags are just as expensive as, other mags, but we have M4 mags. That's the thing. You have enough M4 mags that you're just like, okay. There's not a lot of quality M4 mags. I'll say that. There's not a lot of quality. Some of them don't feed properly. But I mean, you can find some that actually work in every one of your guns and you'll be like, all right, I'm good. I'm set. And me personally, I have maybe 10 M4 mags. Four of them being EPM1s, and I only use them for EPM1s most of the time when I hit the field, because I don't need to go through any more BBs outside of that. But yeah, I mean, mags. Inexperienced, and I'm comfortable using the M4. That's fine. That's a reasonable response. I have no experience with this type of gun, and I like M4s. M4s are comfortable for me. For me, you guys see that I try to switch up as much as possible. And I'll tell you straight up, hey, I've never used this type of gun before. I don't know the ins and outs. I don't know how it's supposed to work. I'll direct you to somebody else that does, but I'll give you my little spiel of, yes, you should buy it. No, you shouldn't buy it. That's how I feel about it. The AKs I've been using recently, I'm loving them. I'm loving the AKs. The mags, that's one thing. All AK mags don't fit all guns. It's weird. Some of them have weird fitment issues. Some of them don't feed properly. But ultimately, I feel, at first I'm uncomfortable, but then it's like, oh, okay, I'm switching it up. I'm trying something different. I'm getting out of my normal, because I feel like I get bored real quick with, again, playing at the same field and constantly using the same thing and not giving myself a disadvantage. Let me give myself a disadvantage on using something so I still feel like I'm having fun. It's new. Airsoft feels new to me. And whenever I use a different gun, like an AK, shotgun, hey, this feels new to me. This feels like I'm playing Airsoft for the first time. Let's start all over. Boom. And guys, if you ever see me on the field, I may have a gun that you've never used before. Hey, Kev, can I use it? Yep, here you go. And just run it. Because it's good getting outside your comfort zone. Yes, being comfortable is cool, but sometimes you got to get outside comfort zone to have more fun. More fun, guys. A great airsofter should configure any replica in their hands. Yeah, I mean, again, you play airsoft for fun and comfort to escape. And if you feel comfortable with whatever you're using, keep using it. That's okay. If you want to delve outside and be like, hey, maybe I want to try that. God, it's okay to say, hey, I want to try something different just to switch up my play style. That's cool. Go ahead and do it. I also have a high kappa. I like it. I enjoy my high kappa. I love my VP9s, my Glocks. Those are enjoyable pistols to me. Like I like switching it up. Again, last one, spare replacement parts availability. God, I feel like the biggest thing for people is that there's not enough parts, not enough spare parts. So say if you buy something and it breaks and you want to tech it yourself, but there's no parts online. Now, what do? Do you ask somebody, hey, can you 3D print a piece for me? Or like, again, that's why I ask, let me know how customer support from these brands these retailers are for you when you ask for replacement parts. Because I'm very curious to know. how that experience is, because not everybody can get those replacement parts from those specific, people, as far as like to fix whatever you need to fix. Yes, you don't want to send your gun in, but sometimes you send your gun in and they just send you a brand new one, and you're just like, okay. I mean, it's dependent. I've had bad experiences with where I've used a gun and sent it back, and they said it's working. They sent me a video, and I get it back, and I'm doing the same thing, and I send the video like, yo, this isn't working. This is sticking. This is not doing what I send it back. It's a back and forth, and I'm like, bro, you know what? Keep the gun. I don't care for it. I'll just buy something else. I'm good. I'm perfectly fine. And you just kind of keep it moving. I've done it where like I went to a shop, bought a gun, went straight to the field to try and shoot it. Worked one game, didn't work the second game, had to go right back to the shop like, yo, what's up? Something's not happening. And they had to give me a whole new gun because something was broken in it. They couldn't fix it. It was like, oh, here's a new one. All right, let me fire this here again. Okay, it's working fine. And I just went home. I didn't go back because it was an hour trip there, hour trip back. It was a lot. But let me know how your experience with customer service and other reasons why you think why you're not just using an M4. Like, why don't you go outside of the M4 realm? I know the main reasons for a lot of people is parts, availability, mag cost, being comfort, the comfortability, comfort, the comfort of it. Those seem to be the top three things on why people don't really get out of the M4 realm. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on that. Airsoft Uploads. So I have two. One is from Airsoft John. I don't know why. It's just every time I search Airsoft and I look up the most recent uploads, a lot of them are like from outside of the country, and 9 times out of 10 they're not in English. So I'm fine. I'm okay with that. It's perfectly fine. Airsoft John. I think this is an actual field, not like just a random Milsim Op or anything like that. It's just a regular field that they go to. This field is pretty dope, and I enjoyed the gameplay. Airsoft Japan, that one was good because I played at this field in Japan. I think it's dope. The field is dope. I was playing at the Crytek owners meeting when I went there in Japan. That field is dope. The player base is always fun, and the jewel limit's very low. So it's like, even if you get like zippered up, doesn't hurt at all. Doesn't hurt. And it's a fun experience playing at different fields, different AOs, things like that. And I recommend everybody, hey, get out of your comfort zone. Don't stay at the same spot all the time. Hit a different field, see what the experience is like, and then kind of go from there. Yes, sometimes you hear about bad fields. Yeah, that field's bad. You hear more bad than good. Sometimes you gotta check it out for yourself. It sucks that you're gonna waste money if it's a bad experience, but then if you do go and it's like, oh, this is not what people were saying, like, this is pretty good. I mean, it's, 50-50. But yeah, if you guys have any videos I should be checking out, leave them in the comments below. I'll check them out and we can take it from there. And that's all for this episode. Let me know what you guys want to discuss in the next. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one.